Welcome back, everybody, to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's me, Isaiah, here with the GOAT co-host, Mr. Moses Firmino.
How's it going, everyone?
And today, we are here with the Western Conference predictions for overs and unders of every team in the West. We did the East on Monday, so if you want to peep that, the video's already up. Today, we will be tackling via FanDuel the over-under of every team in the Western Conference. To get us started, we've got the Blazers because we don't know. It's literally not listed. Obviously, with Dame set to be traded, probably, you just can't predict. I don't know. Mo, do you have like a number of wins you could predict for the team this year, like just on a limb?
I'm going to go with they won 33 last year, obviously with Dame.
Yeah.
Now they have Scoot, Dame's replacement. I'll go 30. If they trade Dame, probably 20 something. But
yeah,
I'll give them 30. Because let's say Dame has been traded. I like you brought up the trade deadline thing. I actually see that being a possibility in the East video. You brought up the trade deadline thing. If he gets traded at the trade deadline, I'm still going 30 because they'll have him that whole first half of the season with their win total up, and then probably lose every other game after that. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have a number that you?
I'd say 27.
Yeah,
would be my guess. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just not like a serious team. It wasn't serious with Dame, so. When you remove an all-star point guard and one of the best guards in the league, obviously you are going to regress. So, that's our spiel for the Blazers because that's it. But
the books ain't trying to lose money on that
one.
But it's putting a line and then everyone taking the under because they know Dave's gonna get traded. Yeah, they're not messing around.
No, they're not. Excuse my yawn. We have now the Denver Nuggets, and the way that this is organized real quick is in order from most wins projected to least. So it's not by division. It's the same as what we did in the Eastern Conference. Denver Nuggets, Mo, what do you got? 53.5.
The Nuggets, man. NBA champs. Joker, Murray, Christian Brown. It's Brown, not Braun. I think the Nuggets, with no pass, MPJ and company, hit the over. They won 53 games last year.
Yep.
They are basically the same squad. Lost Bruce Brown. Any additions that I'm missing?
They added... Strother in the draft, who is a good player because you can kind of plug and play.
For sure. 3D. Not maybe you got to improve on the D part, but 3.
Yeah. But as a shooter, as a spark guy who can just go in the game.
For sure.
But the best part of this team is it's essentially the same nucleus. So you've lost Bruce, and Bruce was amazing, and I think he's a big reason both of us are higher on the Pacers. Is he's a great addition.
He impacts the game in a way that a lot of guys don't. He just does everything for your team. Yeah.
Yes, and I think I heard the word that I have loved lately is Steve Kerr. He was talking about Austin Reeves with Team USA, and he called him a connector for the team. That is the I'm stealing that now. But like Bruce Brown is a connector. Like he is just a guy who you throw on the court and it does not matter who the other 4 guys are. It doesn't matter who the opposing 5 is. He is good enough to, help the team out. So I've got the over as well for the Nuggets. I think they're a contender again to win a title. So
sounds good. Just real quick, I apologize if you guys can hear that. There's some fire alarms going off right now.
perfect.
Someone burnt their toast or some learned how to cook for the first time. So
yeah, I
yeah.
can't hear it.
Oh yeah.
So
I
can
can clearly.
yeah, I bet you can. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to focus the rest of this. So
Okay.
but yeah, we I've got the
We
over.
both got the over. Yep.
Both got the over. We go to the Suns now. Off star power alone, they're a contender. Durant, Book, Beal, Ayton. What do you got?
Obviously, yeah, they got their 5. They probably only have 5. I don't know if they're gonna have no energy on for their game, so they can just run their starters the whole game. But they need depth. That's the whole issue I have with the Suns. But when you have that nucleus, I think I gotta take the over, man. But I don't. That's tough. If one of them goes down, dude, they don't have.
They won 45 last year, but for context, like they didn't get Durant till late, like midway through the year. Past that, so Ayton was very, very, very bad in the playoffs.
Oh my, atrocious!
It was
like forgot how to play the game.
Yeah. So now
watching guys get boards instead of like it's tough. I'm gonna stick with the over because I want to be optimistic. I don't want to wish injuries. Even though I've been doing that with but we don't need to talk. I just have a feeling I'm not wishing anything. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go over. Very, very high chance the under hits if injuries because the depth thing, but.
That is for that reason, the reason I have the under. And I still think this is a team that can win 50 games. Like the star power, you can't deny, like no team can match them in the entire league in terms of pure all-star talent on the court at once. That's what they got. And I think this is, if Ayton can't thrive with 3 just offensive dogs that he's playing with.
Like, yeah, dude, you literally don't have to do that much on offense. Just grab rebounds and play good defense and you'll be fine.
Yep. That's it. You don't need to space the floor. You don't, like, no one is asking of that. If your
job isn't that, like, yeah, cool. If you develop that, awesome. But your job isn't that hard right now.
No.
It shouldn't be, at least. Obviously, it's the NBA. Everyone's competing. But you've got KD, Book, Beal. You're good on offense, bro.
You're gonna have more than enough scoring. So I like what the Suns did in the offseason in terms of just like loaded up with vets, loaded up with glue type guys who can kind of do it all. Eric Gordon, I think, is a really nice pickup.
That is a huge pickup. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
He's a vet's vet. Like the ideal guy. He literally could fit on every roster. Like
and an old man can shoot the rock, so he can still he could still shoot. That doesn't normally just disappear from guys.
So I've got the under, but only because, like you said, you never wish injuries, but it's just a lock that Durant's gonna miss some games and Book's gonna miss some games and Beal's. That's the game that is played today, and that's unfortunately true. So I think just the combo, the combination, in the wise words of Drake, of all those guys with the potential to miss games, it's a slight under, but contenders nonetheless in the NBA. The next team we've got, the Warriors. Last year won 44 games. No Jordan Poole. You do have Chris Paul. My pick for 6th man of the year. I just can't count this team out ever.
Never.
Because as long as you have Steph on your team, You brought Draymond back. You still have Clay. You still have Wiggins. Chris Paul is Chris Paul. So
I love Brandon Pujimski out of Santa Clara too.
yeah.
He's going to be solid. And like we talked about back when the draft stuff was going on, his story is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect landing spot for him in Golden State too.
He could probably not going to be as good as Poole, but Poole replacement, shoot the rock, be confident.
Yep.
Play a little D. Yeah.
I have got the over by like a game.
I'm 44 last year. Yeah, I think I agree with you, dude. I see them winning like 49, maybe hitting 50.
Yes.
But
like,
yeah, you can just never count them out, dude.
No. And again, they're also one of those teams where they have proven themselves to the point where it doesn't matter what seed they are, they will be good.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be a tough out for any team in the league that they meet in the playoffs, just because that's the roster they have. They're all vets and they're all guys who have gotten it done.
Yep.
So yeah, slight overs for both of us. Going over to the Lakers now at 47.5. Last year they won 43. Mo, what do you got?
The Lake Show, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they re-signed Austin Reeves, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hood-Schifino in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Who's an intriguing guard.
Yeah.
They needed a guard to replace. Or no, did they bring back? They brought back D'Lo.
They brought back everyone, yeah.
Yep. So, man, the Lakers, it was an interesting year last year. Couple injuries. They got LeBron. They got AD. I'm going to go slight under, dude.
Wow.
I'm going to go slight under. I don't know. No hate. This isn't a Celtics fan just trying to shit on the Lakers. I just slight under.
Yeah.
Like barely, like 46, 45. Playoff team, obviously.
Yeah.
You can never count Braun out. Can be a contender, but that's what I got.
I love their off season. You know, you kept all your pieces. Excuse me. You added Gabe Vincent as well.
Big ad, yeah.
Who was a
Cam
key piece? Yes, Cam. You added. Holy crap, the center, Jackson Hayes. Who I loved him out of college.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing he hasn't panned out, but he'll have an opportunity in LA. Kind of like Cam Reddish, where this is it. Like,
this is the last chance to revive your career.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like truly, this is you're in LA, you're in the biggest market. You see the attention that Austin Reeves gets. And this isn't a knock on him, but just being a Laker, the media coverage that you get is different. It's a different animal. It's the same in New York.
I was about to say same thing in New York.
Yep. So I've got an over. I think I like the Lakers. I expect big things from Anthony Davis this year. I really do. I think this is a year.
Stay on the floor.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Just prove yourself, man. Because he has proven himself. He's one of the best big men in the league.
Has been for years. Yeah.
Yes. He's had a great career. He's having a Hall of Fame career. But I think him having an MVP, like a real legit MVP top 3 finalist type season, is an outcome for Davis. And if he can hit that, the sky is the limit for this team. This will be a tough out. So I've got a slight over for them.
Slight under for me, slight over for you.
You know, it's what we got. But we move over to the other LA team with the Clippers.
Speaking of freaking health, man.
Yeah. They won 44 last year. Mo, this is another one of those teams that's just like so hard to predict off health.
Dude, because I love this team. I love Kawhi. I don't understand the Kawhi slander.
Yeah.
Obviously, injuries suck. Sometimes they're avoidable, but sometimes there's not really anything you can do. No. So, man.
Brought Westbrook back.
I was about to say,
I'm very happy. That makes me happy. I loved the way he played with the Clippers. He had a game too against the Suns. He had a good series against them, but he had a game where he just he looked like vintage OKC MVP type Russ, and that made me so happy. I want to root for this team, but I have to say under because all I have been shown is that Kawhi is going to miss games and Paul George is going to miss games.
Yeah.
I have not, until I see a narrative that's otherwise, I can't do anything else.
Valid.
And that sucks. Because like you said, the talent is there.
It's there. It's so there.
Off talent alone, this should be a contender.
Yep.
You can't stay healthy. So for that reason, I can't sucker myself into being like, this will be the year.
Is this their first year in the new arena, or is it a couple years out?
No, yeah. I think it's, I don't know the exact year, but I know they're still in crypto.com. Not Staples Center, because,
money. But anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, man, this is tough because now I just said the under on the Lakers, right? I don't think the Clippers are going to. Why do I want to say over?
The talent's there.
I'm gonna do it, bro. I might be crazy. You can call me stupid. It's my take, and I'm gonna say it with my chest, actually. Clippers over 47, 48. Couple more wins than the Lakers.
Wow. That escalated, and I can respect it. Hey, if you're gonna say it with your chest. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
I think it's so tough, and I just saw, I was scrolling through YouTube today, and you know how people can put up polls to vote on. I think it was ESPN or Bleacher Report, one of them put out a poll, and it said rank these small forwards, and it was Kawhi, Paul George, and Jimmy Butler. And Kawhi won. I think my issue is you don't play.
Yeah.
It's I do, bro. Kawhi is incredible.
I think I would have Kawhi. This is different. I'm going Kawhi, Jimmy, Paul in that scenario.
And that list is its own video. That's a fun one. That's a tough one.
We should do that. Yeah, we could do this. Yeah,
but it is Jimmy plays.
Yeah, and every game hurt,
in the playoffs,
tired after clapping nickels.
Yeah.
He shows up to play no matter what.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. So, anyways, I think all I was gonna say is it's a tough one to rank because it's Jimmy plays. If I'm drafting a team, I'm picking Jimmy over them, and not because I think he's a better all-time player than Kawhi. He's not, but he plays right now. True. I'm gonna take the guy who plays.
Mm.
So, and the same can be said for PG. Talent's tough, there.
Man. It's so annoying, dude. Injuries suck.
So I don't know. I'm not mad at you saying over. It's just really hard to buy in to a team like this.
Yeah.
But we've spent our time with them. We can now spend our time at 46.5 again. The Memphis Grizzlies. The 2 seed in the West last year with 51 wins. They will miss Ja Morant for 25 games. Added Marcus Smart, which is massive for that locker room. Grow up.
Huge. Yeah.
Grow up. No more Dylan Brooks.
No more.
Yeah. Quit the dancing.
Yeah. Let's play basketball.
Yeah, we fine in the West. Shut up and prove it.
Yep.
Like, the talent's there. Prove it to us.
Yeah, let's stop being social media squad.
Yes,
let's play basketball, man.
Yeah.
Let's hoop.
And I think like Marcus is a perfect addition to go in that locker room because he's willing to call people out. He's 100%. Willing to say like,
and he has that, like, I feel obviously we don't know what's going on inside of these locker rooms, but he's just like one of those guys that has that respect, I feel like, from players because of how he plays.
Totally.
So 100% agree with that.
But Ja out 25 games.
It's a tough span, man.
That is tough. What have you got? What do you think?
Even though he's suspended, I'm still going to take the over. This squad is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr. coming off his depoy.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Adams, who was injured. Mm-hmm. I don't think people he's a big he's a great center. Yes. He just is solid. He'll play minutes, play D, board. He's solid. I like the Grizzlies roster. Desmond Bane brought him back on a hefty deal, but
yeah,
I like what they got going down over there, and got Marcus, and I think he's gonna elevate that locker room, as you said.
Yeah,
so
I agree. I think it is a great team. I love Jaren Jackson. He is one of my favorite, just from like a player standpoint. One of my favorites,
bro. He never like I never hear him talking about anything. Never in this or that. He just hoops.
Yes, he's an elite defender. He's a bucket get. He's just
space the floor. He can hit a couple threes.
Yes,
like not the best, but he can.
But exactly,
like can't leave him open. Yeah.
Yes, he's a great player. He's an all-star caliber player. So him, Marcus, you're gonna get Ja back, and all you have to do in those first 25 games. It's easy to say all you have to do, but if the Grizzlies can be like 15-10,
stay afloat,
be decent, like. Don't be terrible. You're going to have some struggles. That is your best player.
For sure.
You're missing your point guard, too. Like your best player, who is the primary ball handler of your roster.
Yeah.
But I think they're decent. Like you said, the talent's great. Marcus in that locker room cannot be overstated. Yeah. A quick side note, and I'll probably say it with the Rockets, too. I don't like the way Dylan Brooks was treated. In the whole, we'll never bring him back.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Under any circumstance, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, obviously, he was doing whatever he was doing, villain, whatever.
Yeah,
but
yes.
At least he was trying to do something for you guys. Like it, might not have been the right way to do it.
No,
but he was trying. Something.
Yes.
Like I don't know, man.
The parallel is like. To the way Dylan Brooks was with Braun in the playoff series, and like, we want him, we're gonna destroy him. Obviously, that didn't pan out, and Brooks got ass handed to him. But it's the Grant Williams, Jimmy Butler thing in the playoffs where it's like, yeah, he's punching up. He's nowhere near the player of him. Brooks isn't near Braun. Grant isn't near Jimmy. But to start a fire, come on, guys.
Let's go, man. Yeah.
Let's focus up. Let's prove that we can beat these guys.
We're not going to let them stomp all over us. Yeah.
Oh, so I think that is kind of the angle that Dylan was coming from. And, I don't want to make this all about him. He's not on this Grizzlies team. But just as a side point of I have my issues with what he did last year too. Obviously, I think everyone does. He probably even does.
He probably is like, damn, bro. I was like that. Right.
I know better.
It's a hell of a drug, I guess.
Yeah. So, but I like this Grizzlies team this year, and I think Marcus being in that locker room is a great component of it.
Yep.
We now go to Dallas.
Kyrie.
is back.
He's back. Took another Celtics legend in Batman, Grant Williams.
Yep. They had won 38 games last year. Obviously, once they added Kyrie. Oh, go ahead.
We also completely just forgot about the Grizzlies getting Marcus Sasser. I just had to bring that up real quick. I apologize.
Yeah. I'm a Marcus Sasser truther. I love that man.
He's tough. He's tough. But
I love that man. So
back to the Mavs, and they got Carson Wallace from Kaysen. I keep saying Carson.
From Kentucky. He's a dog. He's especially on the D. He was hooping during summer league. No, he's on OKC because they traded him there. Derek Lively is the Mavericks one.
Yep.
Who is great, but he's more of a not a longer term piece, but he's going to take a little time to develop, and that's fine. They added Grant. I like this team. This has got to be it. I have Luka winning MVP, so I'm gonna go. Over like this much, like literally 45, because I gotta fit my agenda. So
I like it. I like the Mavericks. I like their roster. I'm gonna join you and go over, over, but yeah.
This has got to be it, man. Like, because if not, it's gonna get ugly. If this Mavs team can't have a good regular season and win a series or two,
Luka's gonna start getting unhappy.
Yeah. And obviously Kyrie, like that is going to be such a fun tandem to see, like, for a full season now. I'm excited, but slight, like, over by that much.
Yep.
We have a stretch of teams at 44.5.
Okay.
5 teams, and the Mavs were the first. The next is the Sacramento Kings, a great team last year that won 48 games. What do you got?
They got better, so I don't really see them losing more games than last year. Yeah. I'm gonna go over. Love their roster. Wish my only thing that I wish they did in the offseason was moved on from Harrison Barnes and went with a different forward. He's solid. Nothing against Harrison, but you should have gone out and tried to cop someone, maybe like I don't know who else was available, but there was a couple names I remember that we floated around back then that we were like, wish they kind of did this, but I still think they got better, and I'm gonna go with over.
Yeah, I've got a slight over as well, and I think the counter argument is they overachieved last year, and they were also very lucky with health. Like, everyone was healthy, and that is a key factor when we evaluate a team like the Clippers. It's like, well, I don't know how to look at you because you can't stay healthy. With the Kings, they had a whole season. They were healthy. Their chemistry was able to work out. They were really able to gel and come together as like a darling in the league last year.
Yeah.
I've got a slight over, though. I don't think it was a sham what they did last year. Like, this is a good team. So
they're on the come up. Yep.
Yeah. I feel more confident about them than like Dallas. So yeah, I'd go over by a tiny bit. We now have the Pelicans, though, at 44.5. Again, won 42 last year. Kind of the Clippers thing where talent's there. But
can Zion stay healthy?
And if he can't, the answer is no for this. And I love Ingram. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I like McCollum. They have some nice depth. Valanciunas, Herb Jones
is so slept on.
He's just he's just an efficient big. Like he's a great
every
center.
year, every single year. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a slight under strictly because like I just don't. Zion is such a big wild card that I don't know. I just don't think he can play a whole season.
Even if he is fairly healthy and it's a smooth sailing season for him and his health, I still think I'm just going to go with the under because they need to get the chemistry. They haven't been playing together. Obviously, everyone else has. So adding one guy can't be that hard. But then again, it can. So I just have a feeling they go under.
That's kind of how I feel, where it's like, if Zion's healthy, and when Zion is healthy, he is so good. He is incredible. He's a great, great, great player.
Yep.
But he hasn't been, and I think that's your best ability is availability. And when you're not available to your team that is a playoff team, I can only have them going so far. So I would say no. I'd say
Yep.
The next team, the Minnesota Timberwolves at 44.5 as well, led by you know who, Rudy Gobert. Sorry, Anthony Edwards.
Just dropped 34 in an amazing comeback for Team USA.
Dog.
He's been hooping.
Dog.
And it shows. I think he's going to take a jump this season. They won 42 last year. Screw it. Let's go slight over, man. I'll take 45.
Agreed.
Like, they're Cat and Rudy, that is a whole different thing for a different day on if that's successful or not. But got Ant, got Trey, or who's the point guard?
They have Tyus. Yeah.
Tyus is solid.
Or no, he's in Washington because Trey is on the Spurs.
Oh yeah.
So they have Mike, right? They have Mike Conley.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mike no, I like this team, man. I'll take a slight over.
Yeah. I agree. I think everything you said. I think Anthony Edwards is just so good. Like, sky's the limit for that kid. So I like him a lot. The Gobert trade still might go down as the worst trade ever. Only time will tell. But they don't move me. Gobert doesn't. But Anthony does, and you can still trade Cap for plenty of pieces if you do want to blow this thing up. So, I like a slight over. I think they're like a playoff level team.
Yep.
The last team in the 44.5 category, though, the OKC Thunder. You've gone on the record about this really good point guard on this team, saying he might just win an MVP this season.
Might come out and win MVP.
They won 40 last year.
Lou Dort.
Giddy. You get Chet.
Chet is back and ready to make an impact, I think. I'm going over. I love this team. They are very, very exciting, and their future is probably the brightest in the league. So, with all their draft capital and all the young guys they got right now, it's looking good for OKC.
Yeah. This is another team, I feel like the Timberwolves, where I'd put them at like 45.
Yep.
I'd say just barely over, but over. I just, like you said, I really like this team. And Jalen Williams is so good. Like,
solid.
He's a great player. So,
and he was a second rounder, right?
Yeah. Well, they drafted 2. They drafted Jalen Williams in the lotto, and then they drafted Jalen Williams out Arkansas in the second round.
That's the one
in
I
the
was thinking.
same,
Yeah, the Santa Clara one's a dog.
Yes,
Yeah,
It's so you have both who are great players.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this team a lot. And again, from like a fun factor standpoint,
I just realized because we played Santa Clara my freshman year. I was front row talking a lot to Jalen Williams. So Jalen, if you ever see this, bro, I just wanted to let you know that I've matured. That was something I did when I was younger. I'd go out, get a little rowdy, say some things, try and get in your head, even though. But hey, we were talking. Like it was that game was crazy. I was amped up. But
now he's helping your Mr. Gildress Alexander MVP claim. So
no, and they're like best friends. I see them all the time. They're always clowning with each other. It's actually sick. Yeah. But
I like this team a lot. So maybe I'm kind of blinded by my like hope for this team to be good more than anything, but they're a good team. So
for sure.
Yeah. I'd say a slide over. We now go for a little bit of a dip, a 9-game dip with the Utah Jazz. They had 37 last year.
Speaking of starting out hot.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And again, like in terms of the Gobert trade, they won it at least in the early goings. Now, who knows that if the Timberwolves win a title and Gobert is a key member of that team, all of that goes out the window. But as of now, it's seeming like the Jazz won that trade. Walker Kessler is basically Gobert. Like at this point.
And Markkanen turned into a freaking all-star.
Dog, you added John Collins, so that is a big team.
Yeah, they're like damn.
That is a like they can roll with some size in their starting lineup. I'm kind of excited to see them play with their different rotations and see how they're gonna mix and match. You know what? I'm gonna go slightly over. They didn't do anything for me to like think less of them this year. So
I agree.
They won 37. I think they're in that ballpark again. So,
and then what did they do in the draft? They
added the Taylor Hendricks, right?
Yup.
Another lengthy.
Another length. Yeah. And then they drafted Keontae George, but traded it. I don't know.
He is. No, he's. No, he is there. No,
he's there. Why?
No, he's not. He's not because
they kept Bryce Sensabaugh, I think.
Yeah. Yes, they did. Yeah, because he played in summer league for him.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy.
Keontae George, where did he go?
He was. No, he's in Utah. I'm tripping. Really? I'm tripping hard. Yes. Yeah, he is. Well, because I was confused because I was like, I kept thinking about it. I was like, no, he was on the summer league team.
Okay.
And the whole comparison is like he's like Donovan Mitchell light.
Yeah.
Like basically his potential is basically that kind of player.
Yeah.
I've got to slide over. They're basically the same team with Collins and Hendricks and
a couple rookies, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll take the over with you.
Yeah. The second to last team, the Houston Rockets, who spent a lot of money. They won 22 games last year.
Considerable jump.
Yeah, that's a respectable jump. But Cam Whitmore, amen.
Cannot believe that still.
At 20 is a steal. What do you got, Mo?
So, like we just talked about, sizable jump for sure. But I actually see this one cashing in.
Yeah.
They, like you said, spent a lot of money on Freddie and Dylan and
Landale, who was a stud.
And then got 2 guys that were supposed to go in the top 4. So very successful offseason for the Rockets. Still far from being anything of a competitive contending team, but to start, so I'll take the over.
Yeah,
slightly,
I agree.
But
yeah.
New
head coach, new culture. You hope some of those guys can buy in. You hope Jalen Green and Jabari Smith can take. Sengun is great. He's a great center. Kevin Porter Jr. is a bucket. Like, I like this team. Again, like, they're not anything serious, at least right now this season. But I would have them go over by a couple games. Yeah. And the last team, the San Antonio Wembanyamas, at 28.5. They won 22 last year. So essentially, do you think adding Victor Wembanyama wins them 7 more games?
No. Slightly no, but no.
Yeah.
I think they definitely winning more than 22.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think it's going to be under.
Yeah, I would, again, even like 28.
Like, literally, yeah,
it's
get screwed by the half. But
yes, it's that thin of a line. I like the team. You have Greg, who is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Yeah, I mean, they have some nice pieces. They're not ready yet, and that's fine, because in a couple years the Spurs will be back. So, and that is scary because they have been good for a long time. They kind of took a little break these past couple years, and now they've got some talent to show off for it. So, yeah, slide under, but still a good team.
Yeah.
That's the video.
That's what we got.
Let us know any teams where you're like, hey, nah, y'all are wrong. Should be over. Or it should be under. You're way too high on this team.
Yep.
We would love to hear it. Mo, song of the pod. Have you got something for the people?
As we head into this gas weekend, I'm going to put y'all on a little throwback from Lil Uzi Vert. Enemies. Amazing song. That's what I got.
I love it. I have got Stars by Jid featuring Mos Def. It's a banger. It's one of those songs where you listen to it and it's like the SpongeBob meme of him like levitating off the bed. That is basically what it is. So it's a great song. Jid is awesome. I've got a hot take there, but I'm gonna hold off. I'll save it for later. We'll do like a music video at some point.
We got to do music.
Just do music hot takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the video. We appreciate y'all for checking out this one. And the Eastern Conference one. Football season's almost here. We're getting closer to play. We're about to hit primetime sports, baby. College football.
This
college
is gonna
basketball.
Be so awesome.
Playoff baseball.
Yo.
Oh my! I can just. We are so close to being done with the dog days, and then we're gonna have content lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're excited. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us, kind of through the dog days of summer, but we're almost here, and we've got some awesome content. So, we're excited. We hope y'all have a fire weekend.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. We appreciate y'all, and we will see you in the next video.
Later, everyone. Have a good one.
Peace.